welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another layout update where we've modified the layout once more. So, since the last update, guys, what I've been doing is starting to finish the things I basically started. So obviously I haven't stuck these in permanently yet because I wanted to move them when I painted the rails. So now, I don't know if you guys can see that in the light, all the rails have now been painted and everything is looking good. I've also filled in the gap around the toll bunker here, toll stave over there. What else have I done before I get into the major update? Oh, and I've put ballast and everything down by the point motors now, so that is now nicely filled in and matching. Before I get into the update, my next project is going to be these. These are the Dapol Kitmaster range figures that you have to hand paint, etc. Now I've used them before, and they are fantastic. For the value for money. Obviously, there are better ones out there, but I've thought in this pack there's just got one out. We've got some workers, which I'm going to use on the new bit that I've just built. There's some drivers and firemen, etc. And I'm going to paint all those up, fit them to the lotos, fit them to scenes around the layout, and that will just populate the yard area, a few stations, the lotos, and this little bit, which is what I've been working on recently. So, why did I do this to start with? Well, I want the hill that was here, as you guys know, wasn't the widest of hills, and if I put a fence on it, nothing could really go on it, and it would be just another bare sort of field area on the hill. On the side of the layout, sorry, as a hill. So what I did, ran a knife all the way along, Stanley knife, and as it was only paper mache underneath, came up nice and easy. I added a little bit more rubberized horsehair with some green leaf foliage, etc. on it, just to build up the bush that was here at the end of the siding. And I was originally going to be putting a point in here, a set track first radius point. However, I didn't really fancy taking this up, just because I like running nice, and I also wasn't too sure on where to fit a point motor, because this would obviously, at the exhibitions, this would have to be a point that changes. So I decided to make an old siding that used to run into what would have been an engine shed. And there's an old coal bunker here, and I've cut up some timbers, etc. That looks like the wood's rotted and fallen off of the metal posts. Obviously, we've got the weeds growing up and around, we've got some flowers, etc. And then we've got an inspection pit in the engine shed, which is obviously fallen down, and again, I've put some bits of wood going up here, some weeds and that growing out of the inspection pit there, some wheels dotted around, and I'm obviously going to put a few sleepers and rails, etc., hidden in bushes, etc. I haven't really got that far, and I also put some corrugated iron. You can't really make it out, but it's corrugated, and a fence obviously to match along there. So what I did is obviously built up a floor, etc., and then laid a piece of track, had a piece of spare track, and ballasted it, etc. Painted the entire rails so it looks completely rusty, and then I had these two wagons. Now neither of them run. That is an old Joyf Decaval stip truck, and this is a Pito flatbed. However, I had a little incident with one of my children. They managed to get hold of it, and as they were only toddlers, managed to break one of the axle boxes. So wasn't very happy about it, and it happened ages ago, way before this layout was even thought of. So what I did is obviously it's got wheels under, etc. I rusted it up with all my with my rust weathering paints and everything, same as the Detraval, and they are just sat in that siding as if when this when this station originally closed. The backstory is it was originally closed, and then volunteers in the early 2000s have now brought the station back to life, but haven't obviously got round to restoring the engine shed yet. And in the meantime, they obviously built the new coal bunker and water tower over there. So this is obviously the get worked on, and that's why I wanted those figures, because I'm going to have some people slowly working their way into the weeds and that now. I got a couple there with like pickaxes, which probably won't get used, but there's some with forks, etc., shovels. So I'm going to have some like as if they're digging up here. And it's just added a nice little scenic area with a backstory. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and obviously it looks a lot better now. All the track is weathered nicely, and what I'm going to do is, before its first exhibition, I'm going to be putting a little info sheet under here explaining this to viewers of what is going on here, as well as having the information sheet obviously on the main board covering the fiddle yard, just to explain to people what the layout's about. And then over here, this will explain what this little section's about, to show that, you know, us lovers of railways and steam railways for preserved lines, they don't just happen like that. They take some time, and that is exactly what's going to be happening here. So yeah, I think that's a lot better looking than just a boring old hill. I'm really happy with how the engine shed turned out. Obviously, this is literally just Metcalfe card sheet and trophy stirrers that I've cut about, with some wheels, timber sheeting for the little bits of wood, and then this is literally just black card to make these metal. So to make the metal, I guess they would be like iron, wouldn't they, or steel supports to hold the wood. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Let me know, guys, what you guys think of that. Next up is going to be finishing this, getting the top on the good siding, putting a magnet in here. That needs to be done, and I also need to put a magnet in line with this light, just so that at the show I know where the magnet is. So obviously I won't be able to see any of them, and so when I do untouchable stuff, mainly for shunting, because I want to put a guardsman up there once I take the goods into there. So yeah, a lot has been progressed on with. That's taken me quite a few days, and I've still not finished. Obviously I've got the people and rails, etc., to rust up and put and statter around, so it's taking its time. I've got a few things I want to do. I also have a few ideas of how I'm going to now do a flower bed under the sign, etc. I'm also going to put a hanging basket here, which I think will look quite nice. And yeah, obviously I've got all those people to paint up and statter around the layout, populate the layout a little bit more. I don't know when the next layout update will be. Probably within the next sort of week or so, I imagine, from when this goes out. But I can't give a rough estimation of when it's going to come out. I don't know if actually that was in the last update, but I have now finished my pipe in the ground. You can see there's some pipe in there, not very well, but yeah. So I'm going to have probably the die of the pickaxe down there as well, and I've put some grass to go along there just so it matches that bit. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I will be back with another layout update in the next sort of 7 days to keep you guys up to date. It's not It's about a month or so away now from a show that I'm going to, which I hope to pick up quite a few things for the layout, including some Loto kits and Widen kits, etc. So I do always look forward to that, so I'll be going to that. And then the first show for the layout, I think, for 2025 is just over 2 months away. So got quite a fair bit to do, but we're gonna do it. It's gonna be done. As the day I'm recording this, I plan on having the coal put in the bunker later today, and finish hiding this today. That is my plan, and then I shall start painting figures tomorrow. I would imagine, and all that. Then really start my defense, etc. But we'll catch up in the next update, guys. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this scene, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.